Alo? Salut? Sunt eu, un haiduc.
Welcome to Esports Talk. Today we're going to be talking about headshotting noobs, KSing fools, and habitually teabagging the enemy. Now let's get this show back on track with Easy and his buddies. Hopefully you will not die at the end of this show. Thank you.
All right, guys. First show. So this is basically we're going to start off by, just introducing ourselves a little bit. It's not going to be anything too fucking formal. First of all, my name is Isaac. Gamertag Easy. We can get into what the Easy stands for later because it's pretty retarded. But I'm just going to go ahead and, introduce the other guys. We have Josh and Chad. Did you guys want to go first, or did you want me to go ahead and just, or you could say hi,
Yep. Hi.
Go ahead, guys.
So, I go by Zimmer Chammers. Started playing with a set of people a long time ago, over a decade. Been lucky enough to play with the same people over and over. Went through many games. First, Tribes, then Empire Earth. Then we've gotten a WoW. And actually met my girlfriend on there. Sure did. And now play a little bit of League of Legends. I get trolled all by my friends. All I do is work. And
Speaking of trolling, I'm go ahead and cut in because you're fucking terrible at this. So, like I said, my name is Easy. We've been playing games, like you said, we've been playing games on and off for probably the last 10 years or so. I think it started back in about 2002, and it's going to now. So, basically, this is what we've done. Had a piece of shit computer at the time. It was about 2002 for me. 2002 had a piece of shit laptop, basic internet connection. We're talking right when DSL became, pretty cheap. I think I was paying like $50 a month. It was a pretty crappy connection. I was actually trying to find something to do because I had been burnt out by partying and stuff in high school. I wasn't interested in getting drunk. To be honest with you, I really wasn't even interested in going to school all that much. So what I ended up doing was picking up a game. I don't even remember where I got the game, to be honest with you. It probably was like at Best Buy or something. It was called Empire Earth.
you said you picked it off the boyfriend's carpet.
Yeah, dude. That was my payment for my services. But, Empire Earth, for what it was, the game was awesome. I mean, we're talking, it's an RTS game. You guys should Google it. I think that they have actually rebooted the servers here for a little while because the Germans, they love that game. I don't know why. The Germans fucking love that game. But Empire Earth, they released an expansion for it called Age of Conquest. Is basically, just added a couple new things. I mean, the thing that was so awesome about this game is it was completely customizable. You could, upgrade units in a particular way that actually made it fun to play. And I don't know, did you guys play like
different from everyone else's civilization?
Did you guys play like what was the name of some of those games?
Civ 5 and
Well, I think that the EE guys actually developed a set of games. Well, I guess they had a hand in it. I forget what the hell those fucking games were called. They were really popular, and I think they still make them. But anyways, they yeah, dude, it was a stupid shit.
Please tell me.
I did play like a Age of Empires.
Age of Empires. That's what it was called.
It's very similar to EE. I think Empire Earth
But
just
those
got a little
guys
more in
didn't
depth.
make them games.
Yeah, dude, they actually were on the developing team. I don't know if you ever saw that, but I might be wrong. I might be full of shit because I typically am full of shit, and that's okay. But Age of Conquest was sort of like the expansion, and they just I don't know. It was okay. That's basically where I got to meet Josh, because I had met Chad and EE. I met Josh and his buddy Anti Noob, who we don't really speak of that guy anymore, but.
I missed it.
Yeah. Because you guys were not playing the expansion when it first came out, right?
No, yeah, we were trying to be purists. We were like,
And then we showed up, and Josh and Anti were like, "Oh my God, these guys are actually good."
yeah, dude. I mean, that's one thing that I could always say about Josh is I know that whatever game that we're playing, he's gonna be better at me than it. So it's like whatever. You just kind of deal with it, just like in arena. Yeah. So.
No way, dude.
BM Noob, dude.
From the Hunter
You have more
Master.
killing blows.
BM Noob. Right now, I just kind of got my.
Killing blows.
Right now, I got my gay little dragon stalker just flying around the screen here. But yeah, so AOC, which is what we called it. We played that for a little bit. The expansionism and all this gay stuff that it brought to it. Slavery rush. It's pretty much ruined the game for me. And about was it? I think I played World of Warcraft day one, and that was sort of the next game. And they fought me on it real hard because, I basically bought a computer for this game, World of Warcraft. I didn't even really know that much about it. I know that my brother was all psyched about it. Whiskey Warlord, which, eventually we might get him on the show and stuff. But
1 second, Isaac. This is an important part in Travis and Douglas versus the world. I really want to catch it.
Are you
Hold
fucking
on.
serious, dude? Yeah.
Okay, thanks. You can go now.
Fucking bullshit. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, our first, I don't know how many fucking times we ran Scarlet Monastery. That's kind of where we hung out. It was pretty sad because we think about it. I was like obsessed with these jungle names. Like I had a couple Jungle Magic and Jungle Mace is the most retarded characters ever. And it was an experience. After probably like I don't know, I'd probably been playing it for maybe 6 months to a year, and I finally got these guys. Hey, there's a Warbringer up. Anyways, I got these guys to sort of come over and try it out, and we ended up giving them thousands of dollars here in the end. It was.
And I would not even want to look at how much money I have given them.
Oh man,
Speaking of
I
it,
think I personally have given them more than anybody else.
Josh is like the name change master, and he's transferred. He's had so many names. Like I don't even really know what to call him. We met him, and he was Azuma. And then it was a Musa, and then it was any kind of random character name that Blizzard generated, pretty much. Yeah, dude. I remember, like, when I first came back here recently, which it must have been, what was that, maybe like August or something? It was whenever I quit my shitty job, which I'll get into probably later at some point.
hey, I got an error 206. Anyone want to help me out? It's in WoW.
Yeah, dude, Google, bro. Check it out.
No,
it works.
I think I need a few numbers from you to get this error off.
It's probably that shitty mod package that you have.
You have used up your error.
Yeah, you gotta pay them, dude. You can't.
Yep.
They don't want you to pay them
Dang
for free.
it, I always see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
They need to fix that.
So yeah, we did World of Warcraft probably for a good solid 4 or 5 years. I know that I played it. I didn't really take too many breaks from it. We started probably with a core group of maybe like 10 people, I think it was. We had Chad, Josh. We picked up a couple people on the way, like Bunty. There was Scorp. Anti played it. Effect played it for a little while, which is Brian. One of the Brians, not the gay Brian, but the other Brian.
Brian's not gay.
Brian Holt? Nah, he's not gay, dude. He's just
He's
Asian.
just the raid leader right now.
He's Asian, dude. He's Asian, I swear. I don't care what his pictures look like. He's Asian. We had Brian. Well, Brian came kind of late. Brian Quicksilver is what we'll call him. Quicksilver. He's actually our GM right now, and we're really hating that because he's kind of annoying sometimes. But yeah, I love you, dude.
I just wish there was more people in the guild PvPing.
Yeah, I mean that it's been sort of like a struggle with the PvP thing because I just don't want to kill computers. I guess I'm over the whole let's kill computers type thing. Who is that down there? Is that you?
You did it last night. Yeah, that's me.
Holy
I invited
smokes!
you, but
Go ahead and let's try this again. There we go. Anyways, so yeah, we've been doing that, playing World of Warcraft. We played League of Legends, and this is kind of where it all started right here because I forget. I think it was like July. When was the LCS? Do you remember?
Oh, fuck, during the summer, wasn't it?
yeah, it's been quite a
World?
while.
It was like LCS. I was taking a look and I was mesmerized. Like I was watching all the. Oh, is that a guy trying to kill you?
Yep, he is.
All right. So I was mesmerized by just kind of the severity that this coverage was sort of covering, and it was kind of surreal to me because I knew in that moment that gaming became something more than it already was. Now, there's always been events, and there's been like BlizzCon and stuff like that, but none of it was really mainstream. I think it was Josh who actually turned me on to Howard Stern was talking about just sort of like the his disgust of how people who from China and Korea, they come to play video games here for money and stuff, and they're sort of treated as Olympic athletes. He thought that was really he thought it was a waste of people's money and time when he heard that the Staples Center was kind of like sold out. He just flipped.
Well, I don't think it's a waste of time buying hookers and putting dope in your fucking nose.
It was about sports visas because the players from Korea and China who were coming over here for Worlds for League of Legends were getting visas to come over here and play.
Right. And that's when it sort of, I mean, I don't know what the hell it is about me. It's just whenever I'm in the shower, I tend to think, which is something that I sort of try to avoid because it gets me into trouble a lot of times. But I don't know. I was just thinking, and I'm a really big sports talk radio fan. Like yesterday, Josh actually asked me, he was like, so what kind of music do you listen to? And I was like, well, I don't really listen to music because, I'm tired of listening to top 40s bullshit. Like, I'm tired. If I have to hear Wrecking Ball again, I'm gonna fucking.
You gotta listen to the Beatles, man.
Nah, dude, I can't do the Beatles, man. I'm tired of the Beatles. I think they're overrated. I know.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I just listen to old music. I don't listen to the radio really unless I'm in the car.
Well, dude, you'll actually. I'll catch myself listening to like fucking Chicago and stuff like that. I don't even know why, dude. 70s music. If I put on a Pandora station, it's gonna be something like that.
Isaac likes the piano in his life.
Yeah, dude. I love the peas. Anyways.
Yeah, I have a hard time listening to like top 40 radio.
Yeah.
It's a lot of really bad music.
Top 40s, I mean, I just can't stand it. I really can't. It's disgraceful. It's not even good music anymore. And you know what the funny thing about it is? For a period of time, music like rap music was actually decent. Like, I didn't mind it. But I'm tired of giving Kanye West listens because it's just, I don't know, we're getting a little bit off topic, but yeah, it's gay, just put it that way. So yeah, I mean, I was sort of watching the LCS, and I was watching, we were actually watching another stream Chad found. There's these guys, they were just talking about basically League of Legends, and we thought that they were fucking doing it all wrong, all of them, because they were turning gaming into something that it really wasn't to us. It was sort of like, they were turning it into super serious and not a whole lot of fun. You heard a lot of the guys, like, I don't even know the name of some of those guys. That one guy that wore the bow ties, he kind of bothered me, just because.
The Korean caster.
Yeah, like that white dude. I was like, what the heck? Like, this is.
Well, that guy's been analyzing that shit for months.
Yeah, he's an analyst, and he's really knowledgeable about the game. We're gonna get killed here.
But
Yeah.
I mean, what I sort of saw myself doing, and I could probably. Oh wait, he's got some people with him. What I saw myself doing was actually muting it and just watching the action, because some of those guys, they were like Fnatic. Those guys were very skilled players, and I just didn't like the fact that they were over analyzing everything. I mean, you do see that in traditional sports analysts, I guess. It's never something that I would like to do simply because this stuff is for fun. Like, football players and basketball players, they throw a ball into a fucking hoop or they run it across the line. And I want to relate this I want to relate this stuff to the average gamer because, first of all, we talk a lot of shit. We like trolling each other. And, that's something that I think is sort of lacking. And to sit there and overanalyze everything that somebody's doing and try to make ourselves sound, I guess, like we're more self-important than we really should be, it sort of defeats the purpose. So that's sort of, why we decided to I don't know, give our spin on things. But, back to the games, we're going to get a little bit more into kind of, our vision as to what we want to accomplish here with this particular show. But let's go ahead and talk about the games. League of Legends, I can tell you straight off, I did not like that game at all. I thought it was pretty much a waste of time. And
took Chad a while to convince me to play.
Yeah, and the funny thing about it was,
I can tell I'm going to get like 5% airtime here.
I had very little exposure to it. I mean, Chad was just bothering me. Hey, it's free,
Same here.
Go ahead and disconnect your account. You don't have to spend $15. We're all on here, and that was sort of a point where I was sort of coming back into gaming because for a period of time I was having a family, and I was also trying to get educated. To be honest with you. But
there's no more new Harry Potter movies?
No. I miss Harry Potter, dude. It feels weird there not being a Harry Potter movie. But that's okay. Disney's going to mess up Star Wars, and we'll go pay our $10 to go see that shit,
See that train wreck?
Well, the funny thing about that, dude, is I heard some nerds crying about how, Disney... Dude, what about Phantom Menace? That was like the most terrible movie I've ever seen, I mean...
Oh, yeah. Those diehard fans hate the prequels.
Dude, Mannequin Skywalker, bro.
I hated it.
Mannequin Skywalker. Anyways, so we played League of Legends. I mean, I did, to be honest with you, I didn't really get to play with these guys as much as I really wanted to. I'd come on, and I'd kind of feel like a noob. It took me like 1,500 matches to really figure out what was going on. But I mean,
I have 6,000 matches, and I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah, and
true story.
Exactly, and Josh was actually pretty good at that game. You were like diamond or something, right?
No, it was like high plat.
Oh, platinum?
Never did get to diamond. Yeah.
See? I think the highest that I got was like, I got silver 4, maybe? And then I decayed into bronze, and I've actually been trying to get back into it just because I want to be able to relate to League of Legends gamers. It was a good game. It's not necessarily...
I got diamond because I didn't play on this 3v3 team.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily my type of game, but,
For me, at least, it's a really fun game if I can just go into it with the mindset of just trying to have fun. Yeah. The problem I have is when I try to get competitive with it in that ranked mode, and then everybody just doesn't get along, and you got people fighting, and it just...
All right.
That ruins the experience for me.
Yeah, I mean...
Pretty much what Isaac doesn't like about Worlds.
What do you mean?
Well, all the super everyone just thinks they're this awesome analyzer.
That's kind of where...
bring it to the game.
That's what I think, yeah, that's what's wrong with that particular game, is that it's a game where people are very critical, and I don't know if it's because it's a free game that you get like certain type of personality. Like I played a ranked here today, and I kind of wanted to just go on there and have fun, because typically if you go and play like a normal, just a blind normal, you get a lot of trolls, and we all know that. Usually you only do that if you want to sort of play with friends that are ranked a little bit lower than you, and you don't really want to take it too serious. But you're always going to have an AFK, and you're always going to have like this one guy that's like, hey, I've never played this map before. But yeah, I mean, I was surprised that you see that in ranks. Like I was when I first started silver, I would get these guys, and they're just like, "Oh, well, I just wanted to see what this map was," and I was like, "You did select ranked, right? Like, you realize what you did." And they would just sort of laugh, and they'd be going like 80 Sona or something like that, something dumb. But
I think a lot of them probably do know what they're doing too. They're just trolling.
Yeah.
On purpose.
And I like trolls as much as the next. I mean, that's one thing that I really dislike about the current state of World of Warcraft is they have everything so protected and so like structured now. There's not really any wiggle. And I've been saying this ever since I started playing here. The last couple months is I miss ninja looters. I thought that was awesome. I thought it added it added value to, I guess, that item because, everybody's been through it. If you played World of Warcraft through Vanilla and the Burning Crusade and so on, where you're like, yes, my thing dropped after a month of doing this shit every week. And then
takes it from.
Yeah, and then he G quits and, I mean, it's just, or you got, guild masters that basically, They gear all their alts before they even give anybody else a chance to get a piece of loot. We've all been there,
Or giving it all to their friends and not to...
Or girls. And we'll actually get into that next week. Because girls, I want to talk about that shit. I think enough is enough. All right, guys? And we'll sort of get into that. I don't want to get too much into it because my point is probably not going to be liked by a whole lot of people. A whole lot of people who aren't in this particular room right now. But, so, I mean, World of Warcraft, too structured. Too easy. I mean, that was one thing that I really know. Is there any particular thing? Yeah, is there any particular thing that you guys thought other than that? I mean, I know that the arena system is completely retarded.
With WoW?
Yeah, it's just...
I hate difficulty modes, man. I wish they would just go back to one difficulty for raids, and it's always hard. Like, none of this easy bullshit like LFR and normal modes, heroic modes. I just can't bring myself, even if I was PvEing, I can't bring myself to do the same content on different difficulties. It's the same shit to me. So, like, once I've cleared it on normal, I have no desire to go do it on, like, heroic mode or something.
Well, and I sort of had, and we'll probably end up talking a lot more, in detail about World of Warcraft and what we don't like. But I guess just to sort of cover that, I mean, he's right. We're doing too much of the same raids. Could you imagine, back in the vanilla days, that we had 4 or 5 different modes that we could raid weekly in Molten Core?
Yeah.
Dude, that would have been terrible. Yeah, that would have been bad, and not to mention the 2-day-long AVs that we were dealing with, and getting characters.
I missed those, man. I loved those.
No, I didn't. I couldn't stand where you have to summon the fucking spirits and shit. It was just
hell yeah, dude. I loved that shit.
I don't know. It was kind of weird. Vanilla was fun. I mean, we all were walking around in terrible gear, and we just didn't know any better. It was pretty funny actually. But, I mean, World of Warcraft is probably the closest thing to a game that I could sort of play for more than 30 minutes. Like, if we do, I want to talk a little bit about Xbox, because Xbox and PS4 just simply because, a lot of us gamers, even though we do play like PC games and stuff like that, some of us do have an Xbox just to mess around on. I used to, but some kids thought it'd be a good idea to sort of break into my house and steal the Xbox, just the Xbox, and a box of fruit strips. Like, I don't get it. It was kind of, yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, I wasn't really upset about the Xbox, but it was like my Netflix player pretty much, and like my DVD player. But why the fuck are you gonna take a box of fruit strips? There was like half of them were in there.
You're more worried about the fruit strips than you are the Xbox, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's just, why? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. So, if the thief is listening right now, well then, so shoot me an email at I'll post an email here pretty soon, where you can actually reach us, and I'd love to hear from you because you should fucking die and your ball should rot off. Anyways, I mean, do any of you guys really play Xbox at all? Because I mean, I played Xbox.
I had a 360.
Yeah.
It just collects dust. I played, if you remember Matthias, who's another person that we played Empire Earth with.
Matthias. How could I forget
I
Matthias?
played WoW with. I played a lot of Halo with that guy during, I think, Halo 2 and then Halo 3. So I played a lot of Xbox back then, and now it just collects dust.
Yeah, and Xbox, I mean, it's cool for... I mean, I actually saw a really good meme the other day. It was basically... It had, like, two babies fighting each other, and it said Halo, and then it had, two older kids, and they were playing, like, Call of Duty, and they were basically cussing each other. I mean, that's what it is. You're basically playing against, like, these little 10-year-old kids that want to prove that they have balls or something. I mean, I don't really understand it. It's more annoying dealing with the people. It's a lot like League of Legends, but you can actually hear these people. So, I mean, the League of Legends community is fucking terrible.
Which is another problem I have with League of Legends. It's fun when I can play with just a group of people I know, but when I have to play with random people, that's when I hate the game.
And and I think that it's definitely flawed, their system of sort of, solo and duo queues. I mean, they should give you a little bit more latitude as to, what you can do. Maybe like queuing up with 3 people or just changing up the mode a little bit. We loved All for One though. That was fucking awesome. Fun. That was great.
It was really fun.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't keep that. I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure. I think it was just sort of like a beta test for it, and then they might bring it back. I'm not sure, but I've been playing so little League of Legends, I'm not really up to date on what Riot's doing or anything.
Yeah. I mean, I know that they just released a new champion here. I'm not really too sure.
I did watch the spotlight on that guy last night, actually.
Did you? Somebody told me it was like Master Yi, kind of.
Sort of, yeah. He looks kind of interesting, but...
He looks like Xin Zhao, dude. It's just a little bit different version of him, but... Win Zhao, dude.
My favorite part about Xbox was a bunch of Marines were playing Call of Duty. I think Josh was there playing with Matthias and I. That was pretty fun. But my most hated part about playing Xbox was getting sniped and my friend making out with his girl behind me.
Yeah, that was pretty weird, dude. But cool. Yeah, I mean, we've met a lot of people here going through, our gaming world. We some people we wish that we hadn't met. Some people we just sort of put up with, like that Quicksilver guy and Matthias. Oh my God, Chad's the only person that likes Matthias ever.
Well, I'm a likable guy.
Or Polanco, dude. Oh,
I don't mind Polanco.
Nah, dude. I'm sorry, Darth Vader in my ear.
The only person that I cannot get along with that we've met, I guess, really, I'm trying to think here, other than obviously Anti, would be Matthias. I can't stand that guy.
He just
bugs the shit out of me.
It's like getting cussed out by a 14-year-old girl continuously. It's just...
The problem I have with him is just that's what it's like. It's like being around a 14-year-old kid all the time, and it just bugs me.
And we're gonna have Matthias on at some point. I'm gonna get you ready for that right now, just simply because he actually does. And I saw that he does some like video game review and stuff like that. Like I saw him playing Mech Warrior, I think, which was like a blast from the past because that was one of the games that I played before there was like multiplayer. Just like Mech Warrior and I saw it. I saw it. It was really boring his review and his gameplay, but
he got like 12th place when they were doing the first ranking.
Did he?
Like night, he stayed up 2 days and 1 night, and he got to 12. That's pretty good
for Mech Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now Xbox. I mean, the only thing I really did on Xbox was probably sports games, and it's not going to be Madden.
Can't stand sports games.
Nah, dude. I'm telling you, Madden I can't do. I mean, there's too many little kids, and like I used to have friends that they were less interested in playing you and more interested in just pissing you off. And the brothers really like that game too. I mean, I don't know why, but
Whiskey Warlord.
not that kind of brother. But
I got you.
yeah,
I got you.
yeah. But I mean, FIFA was actually the game that I really enjoyed on Xbox.
The real football.
Right. And I like soccer games, but I don't like. I can't really watch. With my father-in-law, he's really big into, because I'm Mexican, but I sort of married into the super Mexican family because I mean it's crazy. He's really into Mexican League soccer, and I know that it does have a little bit. Some gamers like soccer. Mexican League is probably not the greatest league to watch if you really like it, just because the teams, like if you're watching sort of like the European side, and there's a lot of good teams over there. This is sort of like the super minor league where they make a lot of dumb mistakes, and it's just not that interesting. Yeah, he's like really into it, and so whenever I'm over there, I'll watch maybe a game if he's got some beer, but I can't really get into it. I'm big
It's like
on
watching Little League.
Right, but I'm a huge Cowboys fan, guys, and eventually I really want to sort of, if we have that big of a following who actually likes sports and in particular football, because I know that Chad likes the 40 Winers, then we could definitely have a show where we talk about. I kind of want to call it a troll, like a troll sort of stream where I want to sort of just talk shit with people about sports. I usually and you can sort of know just by listening to me and talking to me.
It's come hard for you being a Cowboy fan,
dude. I very seldomly talk sports with anybody, and I think that it's just because I don't like retards. But I think that in this particular setting, I mean, come at me.
and a fanatic fan.
Yeah, come at me. We'll definitely talk about it, and I'll put you straight and show you why your team is garbage. But I can't really say too much about that now because Cowboys are just a mediocre team.
Which they have been for like half a decade.
Yeah, and you know what? I have to watch every second, dude. I can't. I can't, like, if they're losing like they did to the Bears here. I just can't switch it off. The fan in me just won't let me. So maybe somebody has a passion for a team like that. Go ahead and we'll talk about it. Obviously, I have a lot of respect for a lot of the NFL teams. It sounded like I was trolling everybody, but I like talking sports. We'll get into that at some point later. What we're gonna do right now, though, is we're just gonna sort of take just a quick silent break. And we'll just be right back. Thanks. I'm going to play some music or something, and we're going to just take a quick 5-minute break. Okay, guys?
Are you talking to me?
No. You can talk if you want to.
Blah, 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 blah. Blue, 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 blue. No one can hear me. Blue, 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 blah, blah.
I can hear you, and it's annoying.
What? How the fuck can you hear me? That's fucked up. So now what are we going to talk about? I want to be troll.
You are a troll, dude, because the stream's still going.
What music are they listening to?
They're listening to us.
What?
Yeah.
They're listening to you go troll.
Yeah. I was just drinking some water. We'll probably be less than 5 minutes. We're just gonna.
Maybe I should get some water to clear my voice since I've been talking so much.
Well, why don't you fucking? I mean, that's what you're here for, dude. Is for the to troll us and stuff. Troll lords,
Dude. You should come out here.
Oh, I guess here in the break, I just sort of want to advertise a little bit about our website, easygaming.org, guys. I want you to go ahead and I'm gonna pull it up right now. It's in my my homepage here. Just give me 1 second. Designed the logo myself, and there it is. It's a guy getting shot in the dick.
Designer has a busy life, and you gotta like give it.
It's easygaming.org, guys, and it's just basically that right there is a bullseye, kind of like in an FPS, and that is somebody getting shot in the dick. So, I like to admire my.
With the designer.
Yeah. Anyways, it's our site. It actually has our streams up. It's got one. We only got one video on right now because it's. I mean, this is a concept that we just basically developed here in the last week or so. This is just basically a video of me 2v1ing some really bad players. so
they were 2,000 ranked.
I'll just show you a little piece of it because it's pretty funny.
They have all.
What the best
is the gear now? Glorious or Grievous? Yeah, Grievous. There we go.
Okay, this is Chad's $100 UI right here.
$100 UI.
Yeah, and this is where I think he blows all his cooldowns right before the match even starts. Was this?
What?
Well, you did it that day, dude. You did it like on half of the
kept stepping on my keyboard.
half of the matches. And this is probably something we'll do. I just want to sort of, here in the break while we're just sort of chilling out a little bit, showing you a little PvP match. I definitely do want to put some original content up. We're going to do maybe some montages and just some of our PvP exploits, although we're still trying to learn it because we only been playing for a couple months and we're still gearing. You see me blade storming two fools right there. But we do want to do content. We want to do fun stuff.
To get closer to the blade storm for less damage. I think that's what.
Not Darius, man.
I think they were doing that right. Oh yeah, Darius.
So yeah, I mean it's kind of a weird perspective because it wasn't actually me, but see,
do you stream or when we do arena?
No, I think I'm gonna start streaming every time we do arena simply because people like seeing that shit. I would like Josh to stream just because he's better than I am. When I'm playing my warrior, usually I'm just hitting blade storm and just sort of running around. Yeah. Right there, I say I killed the first guy, and then here's the second guy. But yeah, I mean, we definitely want to do like arenas on here, and
I survived long enough for this to happen.
I would like to see if we can actually do a little bit of League of Legends too. I mean, maybe not. What we'll probably do is get one of the Asians to do it because those guys really still play that game, and we don't really do it.
I'm gonna go on Battlefield 4 and just snipe people in the nuts.
Wow.
Just gonna show you a little shot of that.
Isn't that game super bugged right now? Battlefield 4.
I don't know.
I've been reading a bunch of stuff about it being really buggy and kind of broken.
I was just seeing if Isaac would comment.
And DICE delayed all their future projects until they have it fixed.
Anyway, there's a little interlude there. We're going to try to have PSAs and stuff. We're going to get into a little bit of the vision of it. I think that only Chad kind of knows what I'm talking about right now. Josh,
looking forward to getting Trick 2G on here.
Oh, yeah, that's another thing. If you guys...
Because you know why?
If any of you guys are...
Volibear player.
Right, if any of you guys are streamers, come on. We want to bullshit with you, talk about, chicks and the lack of chicks and... all of our kids that we have, I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, we are really interested in the gaming aspect, but we just want to get to know you guys. I mean, I guess we can sort of go into the other portion of the show now. Now we've had a little bit of a break because I've been talking a lot, but this is kind of where I see this particular stream and show going, is that I want to sort of get into maybe like a traditional sports talk type thing. I want to go out to events. I live in Dallas, Texas, which is a hub of a lot of I guess competitive sort of or just gaming deals. I want to get out to them. I actually just bought a camera that I can sort of record myself going through and trolling people. What's his name? Well, Josh actually turned me on to those guys. It was Simple Pickup. I really like what those guys do. I really like what Simple Pickup does. It's awesome. It really is. Just go over there and just talk to people. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I'm not really that much of a shy person. I used to be, which is one thing that I really credit gaming for sort of getting me out of, because I went and I met a whole bunch of people. When I was when I just got out of high school, I was kind of antisocial, as you could tell by my story about how I got really into gaming. I was sort of sick of all the retards, is basically what it was. I was sick of the party guys, and I wanted to do something else. And it took about 5 or 6 years for me to sort of break out of my shell. I got my broadcasting degree, which was really weird, because I don't know if you guys ever heard that story. I graduated from the University of Texas at Arlington with a degree in broadcasting when I would think I was like 27 or 28. I forget which one it was. But everybody that I was in school with was like 20. And I mean, it doesn't seem like that's that big of a gap, but
it is though.
I mean, it's crazy. And these guys they were all excited about, oh, I'm going to be 21 and what are we going to go do?
I'm going to be 21 with
yeah.
$1,000 in debt.
And so I got my degrees, 2 of them, and then sort of just did stuff that I didn't really want to do. I mean, I was in the upper tier tech support for Sprint Nextel, terrible company. So if you guys are thinking about getting a Sprint phone, don't do it if you want your phone to work, pretty much. Because maybe one day I'll tell you a little bit about what I know about the cell phone industry, because I spent about 2 years there. It was basically a waste. But it was a waste. I can fix pretty much any. I can fix.
Well, at least
I can fix any cell phone or tablet. Android, Apple. I can work on computers and stuff like that because of that job. But I was really tired of talking to people who got devices they probably shouldn't have. But our goal, we want to develop a talk radio station for games and for life. Games is only half of what, not even half. Games is probably like 1/10 of what I do in my daily life. I want to do some tech reviews. I know that Josh just picked up a new Naga Razor. Hint, hint. And
how is it so far? Do you like it?
It's good. It's much better now that I'm used to it.
What we'll do is
not at all.
I want to give Josh some homework. He's got an iPhone. Maybe he could just videotape the Naga and show us a little bit about it. See if it's worth spending the $110 that it costs to.
I'll put 20 down that he doesn't do it.
It was definitely worth it for a Black Friday sale.
And it doesn't have to be anything special. We just want to sort of see it a little bit, because I know that a lot of us are in the market for new, like equipment. I just bought a headset because they were tired of hearing me blow their ears out. But we really want to do tech reviews, and that sort of brings me to kind of what I was getting at earlier, and public service announcements. Because dude, I don't know about you, but I really love playing video games, but that's not all I do. Me and Chad, we both have families. Josh is lucky enough to not have a bunch of kids running around the house. But I love my family. Right now I'm actually a stay-at-home dad, which has been pretty challenging for me simply because having to, be there for these two little girls' needs, and they're little girls, so I'm double fucked pretty much. Little girls and having to sort of take care of them, it's really important to me. And you don't want to we don't want to see you like that one. Was he Korean? Or the kid that played like WoW for too long and basically had like a brain hemorrhage or something like that.
I think it was China.
Yeah, and we want to put out PSAs. We'll play during breaks. Humorous things to remind you that, hey guys, and you can meet a lot of people on World of Warcraft, but you also have to socialize outside of the game. Go out. Meet people. And you can even meet people at these events that they have everywhere now. Just get out there. I spend probably, like I said, maybe a fifth to a tenth of my time doing video games. The rest of it is, trying to be a good dad and trying to be a good family member and friend. And, you can level 7 characters to 90, but you can never level a an outside sort of relationship with people. The games, they gave me sort of a great opportunity to go different places that I probably wouldn't have gone if I didn't have games. And so I really would encourage people to go ahead and visit your friends, because like Chad, for instance, the guy lives in bumfuck North Dakota.
What?
I live in Dallas, Texas. One spring break, we're just like, hey, don't got shit to do. We got about 2 ounces of weed and beer.
What? We didn't do that. What are you talking about? What?
And we're going to drive up there. It took us like 21 hours, I think is what it took to drive from Texas to North Dakota. We met some really cool people. We went to Canada. We met, this one guy named Eric, who we had been playing with, and he was one of the original people that we played with. His name was Rab, basically. He turned out to be kind of a douche on that trip, but that's like a story for another time. I went to Austin with one of our female, friends, I guess, because she wasn't really a part of our clan, it's Crimson. I don't know if we talked about Crimson yet. Maybe we'll do a Crimson show where we talk about, sort of the people. We actually have screenshots of, some of the forums that we had, and basically I was just like the troll, where I would just talk shit to people that I didn't like. But, we went up to North Dakota. Chad was actually there on the day of my wedding in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I snuck in a plane ticket.
Yeah.
Sweet.
We went and traveled up California. We were going to try to make it up to Washington where Josh was, but we just ran out of money. That's basically what happened. Because I think we did want to go ahead and make it up there to the Tri-Cities area in Washington. Just didn't make it. Ran out of funds. Ran out of funds. And I do want to sort of introduce you guys a little bit to my family, and my wife Carol, and my kids, Coco and Isabella. Those are my two girls.
You almost forget their names.
Yeah, I did, dude.
Oz was, man.
I was trying to decide which name I was going to call them by, but I'll introduce you to those guys, and chances are, because it's really hard to keep them corralled, they'll probably become a part of the show at some point. You'll hear them, asking me to go to the bathroom or something like that. But we really want to stress, family and relationships outside of games, simply because it's something that we really enjoy. And gaming's awesome, and it adds a lot of enjoyment to our lives, but you have to do other stuff too. The other thing that I sort of wanted to, it looks like we're running out of time here. We got about 5 minutes left. The other thing I really wanted to stress to you guys is this is going to be a show that we're not going to be talking at you guys. We want to get you involved. We want to get you to email. We want to get you to maybe we'll give out like a Skype for the actual website, and we want to do these things because we want to be able to interact with you and talk to.
You can troll us. You can hate on us. Just send whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah, and when I put a few nickels together, I'm going to be taking cell phone calls, guys, because you know what? You can type all the shit that you want. We want to hear you talk shit to us. It's just we want to hear your voices. We want to hear your questions. If you just got, if you just want to show us Brazilian fart porn like what Chad likes to do it, fine, whatever. We probably won't click on it, but
it's educational. Come on.
I definitely won't.
Yeah, I
won't even click on Chad's links.
We're really looking forward to hearing from you guys because this show's for you guys, and we just want to sort of get you on here. Streamers, if you guys have any recommendations for people who are good at streaming games, we're always looking.
Every time a Shadow Priest mind blasts me, that's what I think about. Brazilian fart porn.
We're always looking for opportunities to interview people. We want to have story time, which is something that we're gonna sort of implement. This whole show basically was.
Me.
Well,
they won't let me have a story.
But you got like the iconic story of our friendship here, man. We'll just call it like bread game for now. You'll hear that story at some point here in the future. But we really want to get you guys involved. You can go ahead. You can get a hold of us at on the website. We have places where you can actually leave us messages. It's a WordPress site. So just go ahead and leave us a comment. You can send us a message through YouTube. We actually have a YouTube channel. It should be Easy Gaming. Let me go ahead and just get into that right now. YouTube, Easy Gaming, LOL. Go ahead and leave us a comment there. We're gonna have this show up on the site, because we do want to be sort of like a podcast as well. We're gonna have it up here so you can listen to it. It may be in pieces. It just kind of depends on how YouTube wants us to do it. But we want to hear from you guys. Give us ideas. I mean, if you want us, we're gonna have times where we want to go ahead and we want to come on and play with you guys. We'll troll you on a level 1 alt, or we'll jump in a couple games with you on League of Legends. I don't really have Minecraft, but we can get on there and tell you how much we hate that game. We're really looking to interact with you guys and become a part of your guys' lives as well. So, anybody else have anything that they want to add?
Covers it.
What?
Oh yeah, and I forgot to introduce our the guy that introduces our show. His name is Robot. We're gonna have that guy. He's gonna give us a new message at the beginning of every show, basically. So we'll see kind of what he has to say next show because he's sort of a dick. But
well, I'm looking forward to a new season LCS.
Yeah.
Looking forward to Arena and WoW. Yeah. I'm freezing my ass up in North Dakota.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah. Well, guys, we'll definitely hear from you soon, and fuck you till the next show, right? See you later.
That's right.